A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to the day 2 of our course workshop on HSE Operation. So let's start the course. Thank you, sir. You can start.
Shall I start?
Yes, sir. You can start, sir.
Hello, a very good evening to all. A very warm welcome in workshop on HSE operations. Right. Yesterday we talked about operational HSE, and today we'll discuss about one of the very important key factor, behavioral based safety. So, okay. Still, we have to wait for other candidate, or shall we continue it?
You can start, sir. They are watching in YouTube.
Okay. Shall we wait for another minute and 2 minutes because some people message me. Miss, they are just about to log in. So after that, Miss will start.
They will watch in YouTube, sir. We can start because we are going YouTube live now.
Right. Okay. So before starting, I will just discuss with you guys whenever the safety thing. So safety is you know if we see the safety, it is safe to act on field. So whenever we are on locations, make sure that the work we are approaching, at least we take a calculative risk assessment within our mind, so we can figure out the safety margin on particular job. So basically, within our operations, we say that safety is all about the common sense we are using. So my dear friends, when the person engaged in job, so at that time, due to peer pressure, some people try to take shortcuts. Some people uh, want to impress their boss uh, to done job earlier, to make a good impact on that. But if I tell as per my experience, the people who is doing unsafe jobs, right? So their image within industry is very negative. Maybe at a time is for short benefit, you can take advantages, but in long term might be you meet with any serious incidents, accidents, or either the loss of your workers as well. So uh, today's safety moment, it is again on the road transport safety. The reason behind of that, in our country, most of the incidents and accidents, the ratio of incident and accidents in road accidents are very high. So in this video, you will see how 5 kilometer per hour speed can also impact any road incident and accident. Uh, Here, you have seen, right? There is two card. It's a comparison, means of uh, scientific analytics of the kilometer speed, how it was impacted. So please see this video very carefully. Just wait a second. So in this video, you have seen how 5 kilometer per hour extra speed make an impact, right? So, whenever, we are on roads, so we need to follow the road conditions, the geographical condition, and the traffic scenario of the particular area. Accordingly, we need to prejudge our speeds on road. Either we are traveling on location, either we are on road, because the road safety is things the people are doing on daily basis. So why look at behavior, right? So even when I joined in oil field, after 1 and 2 year, I meet with uh, this word behavior. So that time I think as a safety, what means why behavior is linked with HSE, and to understand this, it takes another 3 to 4 years. How much it can impact our day-to-day operations. We'll see forward in that. So this is perception of risk and reward. My dear friends, whenever we are joined any new job, or either we change any job, or either when we entered in a new premises, right? These questions mentioned here are naturally comes in our mind. Like as, will it be easier? Okay, earlier means I was in a comfortable condition. Yeah, right now I'm in a new place, new job. Either I will do it or not. Will I get hurt? Can it hurt? Can I get hurt? Especially the person who is directly involved with machines operations, right? It naturally comes with mind. Will anyone notice? One of the biggest question, will anyone notice? Miss, within our country, miss, people say, miss, log kya kahenge, miss, what people think about us, right? Is has anyone noticed, yeah, what he is doing, how he is doing, right? The fourth one is, will I get finished sooner? And the fifth one is, will I get in trouble? So if we, the first two conditions, right? If as a fresher, the person who started a job, right, it comes is in mind, right? As a fresher, okay, it is new. I have to very taken, precautionally operate the machine, equipments, right, at drilling sites or either in plants. That when we get some experience, right, after 1 year, after 2 years, okay, then when we get some confidence, yes, yeah, we can do it. Array, miss, we know this work because we are doing continuously from last 2 years, last 3 years. After that, we comes that, okay, if I am doing a work, right, will anyone notice me, right? Miss, how I was doing, either it was my boss, my other colleagues and all. The fourth condition, when it comes, then it comes in a unsafe state. Will I get finished sooner? My dear friends, never do this, because cause of peer pressure, right? Or either to impress our leaders, supervisors, right? So we just come in that situation. Yes, miss, if supported the XYZ person, miss, who is my back to back, if he has done this work within a day, right? So I will do it within a 5 to 6 hour, right? So I will make an impact. Such kind of conditions and competition are impacted the operation in a long term. Maybe short term, it gives you benefit, but in long term, it can harm you very badly. Will I get in trouble? So this is a very pathetic condition, right? Where I know the potential of risk. Even after that, I am taking the risk and thinking about a bit safety. If I will do that, so should I get in trouble? So, my dear friends, even some people have a kind of mentality. Okay, miss, whatever will happen, we will see later. So, these are the perception of risk and reward, right? It naturally comes in your mind. This is, kind of theory, right? How it works. Why look at behavior? This the another question is, It is often the final step in any injury sequences. Basically, behavior, what people were doing, their physical action at the time of injury. Is support that means I was ledging on drill floor. Maybe means I get my fingers are stuck, and due to this I got injury. So if we start from here, the means the first stage is unsafe act, right? The act, basically, what is unsafe act? So it is due to the human mistakes, right? Where the person is involved and he is doing unsafe after knowing the risk, or either he is not aware about the risk due to lack of training and lack of competency as well. The second preconditions for unsafe acts, as I said, it is due to lack of training and due to lack of competency as well, right? You support that some machine needs operating experience of 5 years. Means after 2 and 3 year, after 2 year or either 3 year of experience, if I am going to handle it without knowing a complete package means of operational handling of that equipment, that is precondition for any unsafe acts. The third and very important thing is supervision. So basically, when it comes to a leader, supervisor, supervisor is not only the person who perform the job, right? The supervisor is the person who is overall responsible of safety of personal equipment and environment on location. So and he have a authority to take safely work from you. So if the supervision is effective and the if the supervisor or leader have safety conscious, then definitely he take care about his team, right? He always think about this, about his operation will be safe. If the your supervisor is the person have not much aware about safety or not enabled with the safety culture, then it gone in a pathetic way. He will only miscare about operation, not much aware about taken care of their employee or worker, right? And the other thing is organizational factors. So here management plays a very important role in this. The management commit to the their entire organization. Yes, they are committed to safety towards their employees. Either it is supervisor, either it's your miss ground labor, miss roughneck, any operators, or contractor as well. So this is the mm, phenomena worked for behavior. Basically the key in elements. So miss okay, initial okay, what was BBS? Okay, we understand. The key elements is that involves significant workforce participation. Why a workforce required for the BBS study? The reason behind of that, so they will give you the actual picture of your workplace, right? And accordingly on that records and data, you can prepare your organization's condition, either in which stage we are. Second, target specific at risk behavior, maybe due to lack of training, or maybe due to some unsafe acts. The people are repeatedly doing some specific risk. So the company and the organization will more focus on that targets, right, to improve the particular risk behavior. The third thing involves data driven and decision making process. Even when we take a data, right, data is a very important aspect in oil and gas business. Either we start from scratch to till end, the data process is very strong in oil and gas. if you should be a very good HSE professional or either a petroleum engineer, so then you need to more focus on the data-driven programs. Involves a systematic observational improvement and intervention. It's a, if you see this line, involves a systematic observational improvement intervention. And like there is a two-way to intervene your workers or either your team. First, means you can go and just you know tell to them, okay, this what you people are doing. You people doesn't know miss how it works. Miss you people don't know miss how the safety work has done, and I mean you people don't know about the job and all. The second thing, the true leader, he goes, he intervene the person, my dear friend, you are doing a very good job, but you need to bit add, so your performance will be improved. So these are the observational improvement interventions. The fourth thing involves regular focused feedback about ongoing performance. The feedback, especially yeah, today Miss Nikhil tell me about the yesterday's workshops feedback. So it gives the way path forward to the further improvement and what actual needed by the other side. Because the communication, it should be on both ended, not only a single sided. The fifth one is requires visible ongoing support from managers and frontline supervisors. So basically, the visible one is visible support, and another is invisible support. The visible support is a thing, right, where you see the management is much more concerned and taking actions on your problem and on the ongoing risks and hazards, right? And you are getting the proper support from the your line supervision. For an example, if within a crew, right, is support that one person is ill due to some XYZ conditions, and if he tells his supervisor, so at that time the supervisor, he tried to make ability of other persons, so the workload will equally divided to the person. So is supported within the rig line, is supported 1%, one person is absent and not available, the impact is gone on the other workers, and it can lead also an incident and accident at workplace. Observation based on behavior science look for previously defined specific behaviors. Is support that you people are joined as a manager or as a leader, either you are an entry level engineer, an operator. So you can just see the previous trend was going on within the organization, right? It will help you to the chance of further continuous improvement. The second thing, is, as I just mentioned in last slide, two-way feedback after observing, soon, certain, and meaningful. Right, the two-way feedbacks. After that, the use positive reinforcements, safe first and meaningful. The positive reinforcement, have a very good power to make your work place very safe. A part of your PP, a part of your lifting gear, a part of your papers, a part of your procedures. The positive reinforcement have a power to change your workplace. Other point is discuss specific risky behavior, observe perception and potential consequences. Specific risky behavior. For an example, if I am a person who is daily entering within a site and driving the speed of 50 to 60 kilometer within the well site area or either within the plant area, and the specific risky behavior I am doing on a almost daily basis. So that is kind of one observation which need improvement. If as a leader, if I am driving a vehicle in 50 60 kilometer per hour within the plant area, right, where it requires only 10 to 15 km per hour, then automatically, my team and my other colleague will follow, and the culture will turn in negative side. Yeah, people take you, okay, he's doing, so why we not, right? And it can lead the you are, you can hit either a person, either your installations lines, right? And it can lead another disaster, a part of your workplace. The last and very important thing, collect the data. Means some data we require to collect on daily basis, and some data on weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, and monthly basis, as per our operational requirement and as per our conditions of our company organization side. A lots of factors are working in that. If this is the mechanism, right, how a behavioral change process works. First of all, it is a formation of a, the steering committee. So basically, steering committee means the person from mid-level management, and the person from supervisor level, and the person from your ground level people, and it forms a steering committee, and which is work it out, and work it out, to observe the behaviors, who is involved in a motivational program, in coaching program, in the safety verification, or either in a planning phase, right, within an organization. So basically, even within the steering committee, the people are from very different departments, like as from operation, from maintenance, and from HR, from your admin, and uh, from your facility management as well. So especially as per the organizational structure, which is in your organization. So it they himself required the training on, right, how they will move the things step by step, right? If as a person or as a steering committee, if I think, means I will system, I will change the system within a day, within a week, within a month. No, my dear friends, it takes time, and step by step process will help you out to clearly identify your requirement and successful implementation as well. So after, the steering committee training, then it goes to behavior checklist development. Like as maintenance have, separate various departments, like as electrical maintenance and mechanical maintenance. So as per their departments operations and their implied strength, they develop a checklist. As per their operational activity, they develop a checklist, right? Miss, and the third thing is where observations and feedback. Okay, if I talk about within the terms of rigs, so what the general practice we had done in rigs area, right? So basically, after steering committee training and behavioral checklist, we just went on the locations. We not talked with the person. The operation is going on. We just observed, right, miss, activity of the person in the way that naturally they are doing. If suppose that if we tell, okay, miss, this is the behavioral based safety team has coming, your steering team is coming, then automatically means they will do a kind of artificial precautions, what actual they had not taken. So in that, right, so in observations, right, we just gone, we just observed, right, like as if we are gone on floor, right, we have got this how the floormen are working naturally, right, where they require improvement, and what we need to deliver them through their supervisors. Same we are doing for different departments, if like as derrickmans, like as assistant dealers at rig, and the maintenance department team, the mud teams, who is in potential of hazards. After that, observation, quality verification. Okay, as a steering team, whatever the observation means the steering committee has found out. So the quality verification is that okay, maybe some points are very high highlighted, some is in a mid highlighted, and some as a low priority. We decided as a low, means high priority, mid priority, and low priority. Accordingly, means the quality verification program has done. After that, it requires a coaching of process, right? If I talked about in terms of risks or either in terms of plant, right? What program is what training programs I need to launch for maintenance department, for drilling department, and for plant operation. So in that we develop as per the subject matter expert a various kind of program as per their operation and as per the feedback observed by the steering committee. Then the coaching process, like as miss on weekly basis at rig, miss we have our weekly meetings. In there, we coaches the crew, about various topic and the potential of hazards on rigs. After that, the motivation. My dear friends, oil and gas business is a very tough task. It's not a very is things, right, to being a oil and gas professional. So the motivational is a very key element to take a successful feedback and to successful delivery of your operation in oil and gas, right? So in this program, we increase and sustain participations. This participation, if suppose what we had done, if an operator he is going to give a safety talk, then it means the culture of your organization is changed, right? Means if the ground level people are talking about safety, and if they are understand safety and they are making understand safety to others, right, then your motivational factor is a very key element in your business process. Because my dear friends, without motivation, right, we can't convince anyone, especially in oil and gas. The data use the previous data what we had done, so we can use the action planning for the next year. Maybe okay, means whatever the task we had taken, whatever the observation and feedback we had taken by steering committee, we are able to complete either maybe 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% as per the ability of time and as per the ability of the operations as well, right? So the action planning, right? So somehow we just take a target. Okay, this year we will close 70% of non-compliance of the BBS observation, the unsafe observation, right? Or either if we had started some new practices, so we should continue next year with that practice. After that, the sustainability review, it has done by the management part. So within the organization, they come up with graphs and all. Yes, miss the last year we had achieved that one, and this year we achieved this one, and the next year we will target for betterment. This is how BBB changes behavior. Your observations and feedback, right? So in this, what we had done, increase employee awareness, reinforce the safe behavior, clarify at risk consequences. My dear friend, if miss as a leader, if I will try to make understand within a one day, it will not give you know much result to a ground level employee to clarify at risk consequences. But yes, miss I have to make a program, miss the 1 day program, the 2 day program, either a 3 day program, right? To make clarify risk step by step. Then it will work it out in a very good way. The data use access to improve environment and access to the to change the behavior of the your crew. New performance measures and leading indicators. After that, these are the your leading indicators which help you out to get your BBS program implementation. Like as your perception survey, miss, what is your perception? As miss, you have seen a lots of feedback forms where miss you have to participate in a survey and they ask about your feedback, your perception about the things, because it is a human behavior perception of for a same thing means the different people have a different perception within the means organization with towards the same work. The second thing is participation rate. It is another successful key to improve your BBS program. Participation. The more number of people are participate in your BBS program, the more successful you will get, implementation within the organizations. The contact rate, yes, how much you are contacting your person, number of observations, right? Uh, if supported 10%, participates in a perception survey or with including your steering committee, if a one person if gives five observation, 10 people give 50 observation, it means your organization have 50 observations and you and 50 chances to improve your organization. The quality indicators, your key performance indicator, change in safety percentage, right? It is another very interesting thing, right? You have seen miss, basically we all are engineers, or either who is working in oil and gas are engineers, miss. So change in percentage, right? This we in oil and gas, the everything is believes in stats. Whatever stats we present. So the last year we have percentage of XYZ, and this year I achieved how much percentage miss from the last year we supported last year I achieved 40%, this year I achieved 60%. So 20% of change in safe, and it is a proven theory, my dear friends. Miss, within my practical life, right, within my field, I implemented this program and it was very beneficial for your ground level employee, and to change the perception of your employee, other some mid level management, and as well your senior management, your number of improvement and number of action plan for improving the things for next year or for further continuous improvement programs. Uh, this is if you see a BBS process, right, increase worksite awareness, right? So basically in every oil and gas operation, if either I am a very good engineer or either if someone is a very good tool pusher, supervisor, maybe a country manager, but without team he is not nothing, right? So if you see this chart, right, so this diagram, it is in a cascaded form, means the each section is connected with the other one, then it goes to successful. uh, like I will tell you with an example, right? So if a organization in 3 to 4 department, two department they are doing extremely very good job, and the another two they are doing but not up to mark level, right? So then you know the result will impact the performance of yours as well. My dear friend, you just remember the key, the key thing within the oil and gas business. The teamwork should be very much. If individual you are performing very good, it it doesn't matters for a management, and it doesn't make a good impact either it is on your client or within an organization. So if you see in this, right, this is your the first section is your system culture. Second, skill availability and supervision. The third one is reward and recognition procedures. Fourth one is training, tools and equipment. Then it come to worksite behavior, right? So first three segments, these are the action from data, And the last two, it is your observations and feedback, right? So I will request to all, just keep this picture in mind, whenever they will do any job in oil and gas industry. It will definitely help you out in a many way, or either in many time, or either in day to day, your day to day operations as well. This is the the implementation states, after data driven and all, is how the management are taken it after the management meeting with leaders, senior management, and the supporting staff, right? When they appoint the steering team, right? After that, they design the process design, how it will work with observation staff, the data management they have, and define performance criteria. And the steering team, they, for what they had done is, we earlier discussed process fundamentals, checks, develop checklist, observation training, approve process design, communication plans, and pass forward plans. Okay, okay, like as okay, yesterday we talked about safety, oil and gas safety, how behavior based program is different from traditional safety, right? So difference with traditional safety and different approach from management what needed. Risk based, not compliance based, right? It is not a compliance you have to done. It is for improvement of an organization. Bottom up, not down. Can be top down, but forces in and participation. Builds buy-in, positive, not negative. Proactive, not reactive. Like basically, what is proactive and reactive is supported. Some incident happen, and we are calling ambulance, and we are reporting, we are investigation the incident. This is the reactive thing. What is proactive thing? Okay, before starting our operations and all, right? We are doing the pre-checks of our machine equipment, either it is fit or not, meetings with crew, make understand the GSA to the person, job safety analysis, right? So these are the some proactive example. Focused on people and process, not numbers and activities. So basically, BBS is the only process, right, where we have to make a good correlation between people and process. People is your key person, right? Where they're involved. Without their involvement, you can't, prepare any data. And second, you know, you have to correlate with the process, ongoing process, right? Miss, as per your operation process, right? You have to correlate with them. So your operations will be going a very smooth way. Different approach from management needed, right? What is the role of management? My dear friends, here means we are talking a lot of about the management support. So basically, management are means they are the person, right, who can take you take actions against the non-compliances, whatever the means proactive approach they need to done, right? Motivational part, your financial part as well, right? So management is a very key important. So here, what is the different approach in BBS from management needed? Remove barriers to safe behavior versus enforce compliance, right? Okay, for enforce compliance, okay, because it is by legal, by law, we are enforcing it. But for safety, a part of enforced compliance, what actually I am doing. Help others find solutions versus finding solutions. Third is motivate participation. It definitely impact if the management comes and motivate the participation, like as the CEO of company, the MD of company, right? If they are doing a quarterly meeting with uh, their worker about safety, it will definitely motivate the ground level employee. The fourth thing is very important: reward and recognize versus penalize and punish. For good work, the people who is putting their efforts honestly, you know the reward and recognition. So at least it will be achievement for him. Yes, he had done some good work. It will motivate others and keep inspire the person continuous to doing continuous job. About the versus penalize and punish, maybe within the organization, means there is a some provision of punishment and penalize. Okay, if we see the behavior of person, right, if he is doing intentionally after training, after making understand by supervisors, after getting the resources, then my dear friend, penalize and punish is equally important, right? To save your workplace and to protect the safety chain of your other employees or equipment. Monitor behavior change and process measures versus lagging indicators and actions. Equally important. These both factors are equally important, and management has really taken very seriously on that, right? To monitoring the behavior change, right? Either maybe every time it is not going in a positive way, maybe sometimes it is going in a negative way. So as a management, I need to work it out. What was missing, and where we need to put uh, our efforts. Like at the same on lagging indicators and action takers due to any XYZ reasons. Basically behavioral based program and stop work. I will tell you a bit about stop work. So in oil and gas operation, even in yesterday's safety moment, we had seen, one of his supervisor stopped him before he was doing a unsafe work. So he has done a proactive approach, right, to towards his worker. So basically stop work authority, it is a standard practice in oil and gas, right, to stop the work and to tell the person, yes, this is wrong and you have to done in a right way, and you have at the same time you have to correct it, right? So in behavioral based program, it is focused is on behavior. It is not a finding the fault. It is behavior. Okay. uh, for an example, okay, if I had taken like as my example, right, if I am operating a machine, right, cause I had not taken training and I am operating that machine in a unsafe manner, and I am not much aware, right? So might be cause a lot of factor is on there, but in that case might be I have not taken a much training on that, or might be intentionally I am doing. So the behavior thing is very important. Due to behavior, means the steering committee, they decided either he needs or she needs training and punishment, right? If someone is doing intentionally, so he and she can cause harm to others as well. Reinforces safe behavior, immediate performance feedback, observations are announced and must be done by trained observers, right? Because what is the difference between the supervisors and the trained observers? The trained observers, right, as per the person's behavior, he make understand accordingly. And the last one is the employee owned, right? These all are processed by the employee owned. The stop work focus mostly on unsafe conditions, right? If we are seeing this is unsafe, right, we can make it safe, right? So then we make interaction on that, right? It comes in a positive reinforcement as well. The second, no provision for R plus, and the thing, uh, your no provision for your risk behaviors, right? So the risk behaviors and all, it is not. It is all about, the unsafe conditions and act as, in stop work. The third thing is feedback normally comes sometimes after behavior, if at all, right? So means it take time to either stop any work, right? Either miss due to what reason he is doing, or either which stage he is at sea can be done on the spot. So mostly in oil and gas, right? In my career, this we had done a lots of stop work on the spot, and after that we correct the thing and start operation again. Can be done by anyone. It is not mandatory that it will be done by supervisor either, who is operator, helper, right? They can stop the operations if they observe unsafe. Within the well site, right, a lots of potential of hazards and all. Everyone who is working within the rig or either a plant area is a safety person, right? Because a safety person have a two eye, but if within a field, if we have a 20 to 30 safety conscious person, then it becomes a 60 eye, and we are more process on safe environment, typically owned by basically safety department, but in good organization it is owned by operational department as well. The part to incident free operations, right? We said it cultural transformation, right? uh, Means whenever in oil and gas, if as a petroleum engineer or either a oil and gas professional, if you had seen the evolution of oil and gas, and if you see the old videos now, right, how the earlier operation was done in a very unsafe manner and all, after that, due to cultural transformation, due to continuous improvement, right, how we had done cultural transformation within a century, within a decade, and within a years, right? So after behavior observation and feedback, then employees choose to behave safely, right? If we see the persons, right, who is highly trained in their work, they will never try to bypass any system and procedures. This is so-called cultural ladder chart, right? So any organization, right? So they have a kind of culture, right? So even during training sessions and all, we discuss on this cultural ladder, right? So ladder have every step, right? So everyone is in oil and gas start from scratch, either it was any MNC, right? If they either they started when their operation 100 year back, they were not a born like as a company who is perfect in each and everything, right? So but each cultural steps they had taken, and in current stage, whenever the organization have time spent either 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and if their management are safety oriented, then they step up, these the cultural radar, right? I will explain you about the pathological culture, right? So pathological, it means